Hello, community. Welcome to another episode of Odd Tips Bet, the best tips across Europe. I'm with my Big Daddy as usual. Hello, Big Daddy.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us once again. So let's get on with the show.
Okay. My plan this weekend is just to choose the teams that needs the game to qualify to the European League or Champions League. So I make it simple. I'm not thinking about anything. If they lose, they are not going to they will have slim chance of going to the European league. So it will be like I'm losing, they are losing. We're all losing the same thing. Everybody have something at stake. So that's my plan. So Big Daddy, which games do you have?
Well, I think you have a good point there. Most games that at least people that actually need the game is what we should be looking up to. My games, I start with the two semi-finals in the FA Cup, in the Premiership, and I will start with the game with Palace playing Aston Villa. And here, mathematically, we will say that Aston Villa should be the stronger team, and they should be able to win this game. Being the fact that when we look at track history, they have been in the Champions League. They have played more difficult opponents compared to Palace. Palace has not really been tested under pressure, so the odds for a straight for us to say the champion Aston Villa to win is quite good. The odd is 2.20. But if you feel Palace will be able to beat Aston Villa, the odds also is at 3.35. But I am also in this game for the odds. My trying to make little money and keeping it safe because anything can actually go wrong. So I decided to just simply go for over 2.5 goals. Usually, when Palace win, they usually win with at least 2-1 is always their strategy. They always, most of their games, they win with 2-1 and so on. And if I'm thinking that Palace can equally score, which I believe they could. So I'm just going for over 2.5 goals in the match with the odds of 2.0.
That's a good odd. Yeah, that's a good odd. Palace played this midweek, and I can see that they played really good against Arsenal, and I saw that okay, they know how to pressure teams, so that's a good odd. So my first game is Chelsea Everton. I know that Chelsea needs this. The top four is still open for everyone. So all the top four teams, that's Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle, and what's called Nottingham Forest, they have to win their games this run in. So I think Chelsea at home they should be able to win Everton. Although Everton they are playing really good, I won't lie. Everton are since Moyes is now the coach of Everton. He's playing this normal, typical English football. Just play it in a very huge striker, try to shield the ball, and just playing goals are coming in with the area balls also. So I think Chelsea should be able to win. They have the quality to win the game at 1.61.
I'm also on this game because Chelsea has not, even as bad as it is, that we are all expecting them to do so well. If you look at the stats, Chelsea has not lost. They only lost, I think, 2 games at home the whole season. So, and Everton, on the other hand, are already safe, even though they have been very difficult since David Moyes came back in with the long ball, the typical British type of game, and they have strong men up front that will actually nick in the goals. And here, but because of Chelsea wombling and fumbling, sometimes I am a bit, even though they need it more. So I decided just to go for over 2.5 goal again in this game. And then I went with Chelsea over 2.5 goal with the odd of 1.90, because I believe Everton could equally score because they've been threatening all the games they've lost. They've actually threatened their opponents, and they have people there that can actually score. And because of Chelsea lack of 100% commitment to their game. So I'm going for over 2.5 goal as well, over odds of 1.90.
That's a good one. Oh, okay. My next game is Nottingham Forest versus Man City. I think I think you said you are on this game also.
Yes, I am on this game as well. I am on
Okay.
this game as well,
Okay.
yeah.
So I think Man City they have their spark back from their previous game because I think I can see that okay they are getting their spark back. They've been winning games. They've been like grinding games. So I think Man City to win at 1.75. But you can also choose like both teams to score. That's also a very good odd, and also or more than 2 goals. But I'm leaning towards Man City to win because they've been playing really good lately. With all these young players, they've 14 is no more playing. You know how Guardiola is. If you're not performing, you're on the bench. So I think Man City should be able to win Nottingham Forest at 1.75.
Yeah. I'm also on this game because I just like what you pointed out. City have been able to win their games, and into this game, they've been grinding some results. So we all expected, even the bookies has expected that they are the odd favorite to win this game at 1.75. But I told you my team of the season is Forest. I like Forest, and all these bookie and not bookie saying this. I feel that Forest. Why can't Forest beat City? Why can't Forest beat City? Because when you look at it, the teams that Forest have beaten this season, they've beaten big teams this season. So why can't they beat City? And so, based on these games, I decided to look at this game. When I look at the game, I first thought of well, the bookies are right that we're all looking at City to win the game. So I decided to also go towards set City's line and City to win the game, 1.7, but and score less than 3.5 goals, which is the odds is 2.50 because I feel it's going to be a low scoring goal. And Forest will not allow them to actually score early because they know it will be bad for them. And most games that if Forest score early, you know Scotland will be playing at a low block. And so City will have the possession of the goal and Forest will look to counter attack. So in my own kind of, even though I'm saying City winning, I'm not discarding a draw in this game. And I'm also looking at the possibility of less than 2.5 goals as well in this game. And so you can make up your mind which options you want to go for. And I'm also not discarding a Forest just nicking it 1-0. They beat City, remember, 1-0 in their last league game, just nicking it. So why not? They can still do this. The only problem is the factor of Wembley Stadium. But I won't be surprised. This is a semi-final. Anything can happen in the semi-final game.
Okay. So my next game is I went to what's called Italian Serie A. So because the qualifying to the what's called Europa League, it's very tight there. All the teams can equally qualify. What's called Napoli also is an Inter Milan. They are trying to win the Scudetto. So I first chose Napoli versus Torino. That Napoli should win because it's a run-in. So they have to win all the games if they want to win the Scudetto. So Napoli to win Torino. That's like one of the bank I have this weekend.
Okay. I'm still on the Premiership game, and I still have 2 more games on the Premiership and the game between Southampton playing Fulham. I've been impressed with Fulham this season. They've been actually playing well, and Southampton already are on their way back they're already relegated. I don't see them putting in a strong fight. So on this game with this Southampton to win, the odds is 4.9. One Fulham, the bookie are clearly clear in support of Fulham winning 1.67. So I am on this game on Fulham's side to win Southampton, and Fulham also have something to play for with the hope of entering the conference or the Europa spot in the Premiership. So I'm going for Fulham win here with less than 3.5 goals, and odd is 2.57.
No. That's a good one. I'm still on Serie A. The next one is Fiorentina versus Empoli. Fiorentina will want to qualify for the Europa League also, and that's, like I said from the beginning, that's my tactics this weekend. If you need the game to qualify, I'm betting on you. And Fiorentina needs this game to qualify also. So I think, and Empoli is not that strong team, so Fiorentina will be able to. I think they should win the game without any problem at 1.77. And the odds is very good. You can also add like Fiorentina to win and above one goal. That will lead you to like 1.95. So it depends on what you want. But I think Fiorentina should win the game without any problem.
Yeah, I'm also on this game, and I'm also on Fiorentina winning with the odds of 1.77. And they've been superb in the past couple of days in league games they've played. And they've boosted their chances of taking that spot in the European slot in the Serie A. I don't see Empoli causing any trouble for them. So I'm also on that game with Fiorentina playing at home, winning with the odds of 1.77.
Okay. And now I went to French Ligue 1. So the teams, like I said from the beginning, the teams that need to qualify to the Europa League or Champions League, Strasbourg, they've played very well this season. They are the Northern Forest of Ligue 1. So Strasbourg versus Saint-Étienne, I chose Strasbourg to win at 1.61. So they need the game to win to qualify for the Europa League, and so I'm just putting it there. Okay, if you need the game, I'm choosing you. That's my strategy this weekend. I just hope this strategy will work and we'll all make money.
Okay. My next game is I need to say a big shout to the champions elect Liverpool. So a draw put Liverpool to win the trophy. And when we have the idea that Spurs are putting their major card play is Europa. They have playing semi-final on Thursday. So I don't see them putting in a lot of maybe they try to make it competitive, but the big guns, just the way they played, is it on Monday with Forest, with a less deflated team, and then bring them in the second half. So here I'm going with Liverpool finishing the job they started with the to win Liverpool to win. The odds for Liverpool to win is quite low. So I'm combining with at least 4.5 goals, less than 4.5 goals, Liverpool to win, and then with the odds of 2.02.
Okay. My next game is Lyon versus Rennes. Same tactics. Well, Lyon, they are playing very well this season also. So I think they are going to qualify for the Europa League. So they are going to win the game without any issue. And Rennes, they are very tricky game, but I think I'm still leaning on Lyon because of they have something to play for. That's to play in the Europe. So I think Lyon to win at 1.76.
Okay. My last game, I'm going for the game with well, it has not always been a derby anymore. I think there is one side being deflated and the other actually still shining. I'm talking about Barcelona, Real Madrid. And in this game, I look at it and I'm not too impressed with Real Madrid. There is a lot of problem in the midfield, and they have their attacking option of Mbappe and Vinicius. That both of them want to come from the left-hand side. And I'm sorry to say, Rodriguez is not a Madrid player. He should not be in that team for one way or the other. And Ancelotti Carlos come out to say that he prefer playing 4-4-2. So, which means we need to take one of those attackers out and then play with 4-4-2. And if you take Rodriguez out, which is a better option to go out compared to this, the problem is that Mbappe does not even know how to strike as a top nine. Each time he gets ball, he still drafts to the left-hand side to discomfort Vinicius. So in this game, well, I think Barcelona is a more complete team all around. The young boys are playing, they are knocking this ball, even though they are getting tired, they still have like 2, 3, they are still in 3 competition. But this is a Spanish Cup. So I think they will give in their best. In this game, I'm going for Barcelona to win. And the odds for Barcelona to win is 2.17.
No, that's a good odds. My last game is Hamburg versus Karlsruhe. That's League 2 in German, the German Bundesliga 2. Hamburg needs to qualify. They have to come back to Bundesliga, and they are like playing. They are trying to qualify. They are playing well, and they are like number 2nd on the league on the table. Cologne is number 1. So and they have the chance. They won't want to play playoff. Because playoff, they play. Anything can happen during playoff. So I think Hamburg is going to do all they needed to win the game at 1.54. So I chose that because they need the game to be back to Bundesliga, because Hamburg they were there before, so they know how it works. So I think they will sneak back to the Bundesliga with Cologne. So that's my last game for this weekend.
Okay. So thank you everyone for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And may our bets be the winning bet. So see you guys in the midweek.
Okay. So, you guys, nice to be with you this weekend also. Like, subscribe, and hopefully our tactics this weekend will work and we'll make a lot of money. Have a nice day.